Okay, hello guys and welcome again to another episode of Geeks Out of Nowhere. Woo! Ilang weeks rin tayo nawala.
Hiatus na naman tayo.
But of course, andito na naman si Eugene. And also, we welcome back John from
Hello.
a lot of things that happened during times na wala ka. Pero at least now you're back to the podcast.
Sorry, busy.
Sige.
Yes.
Okay. Ano ba ang mga pinagkabisihan natin nakaraan? Oh, okay, sige. We're here pala, no, to record this episode because of what happened last weekend. We have a lot of wrestling matches local wrestling matches that had happened in the country, the Philippines, and me and Eugene covered FPW Astig, Kushida versus Quattro versus Cali Nueva, while John covered the whole weekend of Dexcon, Choco Pro, Puso Wrestling, Battle Pass. Tama ba?
Yes.
And
Grabe yun.
we also need to congratulate John then for being one of the media partners of Dexcon.
Yes. Sobrang saya ko.
Yes. How were you, sige, you tell us the story pala na paano ka naging
hindi ako yung media partner, si El Tindero. Handler niya lang ako.
Okay.
Kita links ko, sorry. Wala, actually nag-apply lang ako, pero I think one of the reasons why they took me kahit na hindi naman sobrang taas yung followers ko was I've been doing reviews for them just for fun under the si El Tindero rather gumagawa ng mga reviews for them, so medyo kilala na nila siya. At the same time ako naman mismo, they know I handle El Tindero. They see me always lagi kasi nga I talk with them, nakakatuwa naman sila, nagre-react naman ako, and I guess because I go often enough to their shows, I've made kahit papano, friendship kahit papano. And of course lalaki nutcase yung gumagawa ng cards kasi kinukuha niya lagi pera ko, namumulubi na ako. But yeah, so I think that might be one of the reasons why they got me. At the same time, makulit rin ako kay Captain Mike. Siya yung nag-handle nung media, yung nila ngayon, marketing. So yeah.
Okay. Yun. So that's the story of how. Pero yung sasabihin mong mga review mo ngayon is your own thoughts or
of course my own thoughts, pero admittedly it's medyo similar naman, so great minds think alike.
Okay, sige. Okay, how about us on our end, Eugene? Okay, wala, di tayo nanonood lang talaga tayo ng FPW, walang wala tayong mga
masyado today.
Okay.
Wala, isa lang rin kaya ko eh.
Yeah.
Solid shows,
yeah. Sige, bago natin pala sige, go Eugene.
Nag-print sila ng concession, so masaya na ako. May chips and na sila. Parang, which is na-try ni sir. Susubukan ko na, gusto eh.
Sayang. Sorry, di kita nabigyan. Sobrang gutom.
Wag na.
Doon sobrang big thing na may okay na concessionaire sa Puso Wrestling ganun rin. Like may siomai kami, I'm like, my God, sa wakas, nagbebenta na ng pagkain, my God.
Oo.
Hindi enough ang chips eh.
Yun ang chips.
Still, better than
Oo. May din, meron rin tayong dyan, meron rin hotdog saka fish, tusok-tusok.
Hindi ko rin inabot eh, dami na sa pili.
Dami nga niya.
May order sana ako ng cake yam eh. Naubos eh.
Naubos. Mabenta.
Nakuha ko lang ay ding dong at tubig.
Okay. Sige, before we talk about FPW and Battle Pass courtesy of Dexcon, Choco Pro and we pahapyawan natin ng konti yung nangyari sa WWE. Very crazy yung mga nangyari. No.
Hindi na ako nakasubaybay.
Oo. Di na rin. Pero ito na lang, siguro pahapiwan natin. Sami Zayn won the championship during the
yes.
Night of Champions ba? Tama?
Yes.
Yes, oo. And
Yeah. Night of Champions.
and then he only had 9 days of total 9 days total of uh holding the championship, and then he lost it to CM Punk. So
Yes.
what are your thoughts about it?
Oh, Sir John.
Ako, of course, masaya. But I think si Eugene yung mas maraming hinanakit na ilalabas. But ako, I like CM Punk. As usual, it's more of, for me, let's just wait and see what happens. Like it or not, Cody versus CM Punk is the bigger match talaga. I just wish na hindi na anohan si Sami, but I hope na after ng SummerSlam match, Cody or CM Punk man manalo. Kasi recently parang nagka-match sila sa Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
Mukhang hindi naman kasama na si Gunther, meron na siya kay Nick Aldis, si Sami Zayn, wala. Tapos salo sila, hindi kasama. I don't know if he's able to somehow scream in the SummerSlam, pero if not, I hope na after SummerSlam, after we get the marquee match na CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, which is really, really good, I feel like, I hope hindi siya mataboy lang. Feel ko hindi naman.
How about
But
you?
yeah, Eugene, go. Alam ko ikaw, malakas ang hinanakit mo.
Di naman masyado kasi di naman nanonood. Pero although, sa amin winning a championship na gano'ng kalaki, big deal naman din yan. Pero CM Punk winning it then isn't a bad idea. So parang, bakit niya hinahatpotin ng gano'ng kabilis yung championship nyo? Huwag naman gano'n. Sisi lang. Di ako ma-analysis sa mga ganito, pero feeling-wise, yung opinions ko on it, tama na Sir John. Tama siya. Kasi, kung Cody versus ang CM Punk on draw, kung yun yung gagawin niya sa SummerSlam, okay lang. Medyo nagigets ko. Pero feeling ko yung mga ganun is more like Mania type beat kasi for me. Parang it's kind of too soon to give it to Punk na, alam mo yan, parang siguro sa SummerSlam niya kunin, tapos or sa Royal Rumble, tapos bawiin niya sa WrestleMania, di ba? Ewan ko. Hindi ko hindi kasi, again, hindi ko alam yung steps on this. Kapag siguro ginawa nila yung nasa isip ko, it wouldn't be probably better or it could probably be worse. Hindi ko kasi masyado. Pero yun lang yung opinions ko on it eh. Parang it's weird lang na they're parang rushing again. Ayun lang.
Well, for me, no, tarito, life has been boring for me when Cody held the championship. And then, laking gulat ko when Sami Zayn won it during the Night of Champions. It's just a thing na, it's a refreshing thing for me to, I think nga dapat nga, tarito, di ba, they're going to do WrestleMania at, in Saudi Arabia, di ba? And then, tarito, and I think one of the sentiments of the internet wrestling community nga is that WWE would give it to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, pero hindi nila yun ginawa in advance, ginawa nila yun at the Night of Champions. Pero di ko na rin masasabi na talaga bang si Sami Zayn ba mananalo nun sa WrestleMania, where in fact there could be a lot of people who could win the title at WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, 'di ba?
Yes.
So for me that they pulled the trigger for Sami Zayn, I think that's a good step for them, pero kagad na binawi kay Sami Zayn yun, at binigyan ng chance si CM Punk in his return. That I think adds a flavor to it na sa akin lang, no. Sami Zayn kasi is he's a good underdog story. 'Di ba? and a lot of people dito, and he's now turning heel, and I think or he has now turned heel, and now that this solidifies this heel turns is being solidified by packaging Punk as a face when he returned and winning the championship from Sami Zayn. I think yun yung doon eh. And then pero later on they will really milk this storyline kasi napaka-boring ng storyline sa for the sobrang stale compared to the World Heavyweight Championship, which now has become stale because of the storyline between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins ulit. Di ba?
Alam mo yung I can see naman may potential siya, but yeah, admittedly rin na we've done this multiple times. Like, I'd like to trust in you guys na may magagawa pa rin kayo nakakaiba, but at the same time, we've been here before.
Yes. Yun nga eh. Yun nga yung gusto ko sabihin din. We've been here before. Pero sa totoo lang, it could be a rubber match between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Because kasi
ano ba nila? Ano ba record nila one-on-one?
I don't know. Pero kasi parang lately kasi yung mga laban nila hindi one-on-one. Yung last WrestleMania match nila was a triple threat match, 'di ba? Again, against CM Punk, which nakita natin yung pag-turn ni Paul Heyman against Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Against Roman Reigns, against CM Punk.
Yeah. Yeah. Pero yeah, I think we should pa rin. I don't know if I'm still interested pa. Pero ako I'm now interested more on the storyline of Gunther versus Nick Aldis because
yes.
Nick Aldis ba will go return to wrestling?
Yes. Actually nagulat ako. All this time I never knew siya si Magnus. I knew he wrestled, but I did not know he was Magnus.
He's a legend sa NWA.
Yeah, as under Nick Aldis. Di ba?
I guess so.
Or under Magnus. Kasi alam ko sa Magnus sa TNA lang, I think. Mga wrestling fanatics dyan, correct nyo na lang sa comment section.
And then he also wrestled in AEW before becoming the general manager for SmackDown.
Really?
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh, he wrestled that.
Okay.
Yeah, check natin.
Oo nga, na-curious nga ako eh.
Check natin.
Sa cage match. Sa Wikipedia na lang, sa Wikipedia. Grabe, laki niya dati.
Laki nga niya dati.
No. Hindi siya nag-AEW.
Di siya AEW.
Hindi.
Sa
NWA.
NWA.
TNA lang.
TNA. Yeah.
Mula na naman.
Siya ba talaga si Magnus? O nga, no? Brutus Magnus.
Di siya nag-AEW.
Laki niya dati.
Yeah, sorry.
Kasi,
yeah, di siya nag-AEW.
Yeah.
I thought.
Kasi dati, naalala ko si Magnus pa. Ang laki niya. Actually, fun fact, sabi nga nila, sino to? Wait, alam ko may fun fact about it was Magnus who retired AJ Styles in TNA.
Oh.
And then it was Gunther who retired AJ Styles in WWE. So now the two people who retired AJ Styles are about to fight.
Oh, that's interesting.
Diba?
Oh.
Tapos sabi rin naman, actually si Magnus rin mismo, si Nick Aldis, sabi niya rin sa interview with Chris Van Vliet, sabi niya, tinanong kasi siya, masaya ka na ba sa wrestling career mo? Sabi ni Nick Aldis parang, honestly, I feel like I could still have matches and I feel like I've deserved it kasi nga, I've built a legendary, well, hindi niya sinabi legendary, but sabi niya, feel niya deserve niya naman magkaroon parang At the very least, one more match. Pero feel niya kaya niya pa.
Mm-mm.
So, let's see.
Pero bigat nitong kalaban niya si Gunther.
Oh yeah, Gunther. Pero perfect for him.
Mm-mm.
Kasi ano siya, classic mat wrestler if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think parang if ever Nick Aldis will return to the ring and him having a match against Gunther would really be, sabihin na lang natin na a good return
Diba?
good return match for him.
Tapagid eh.
Oo, kasi
I guess that's like yung si Nigel McGuinness na nag-return siya sa wrestling. Though I think one time lang yata his match was against Daniel Bryan. So high level kasi these wrestlers even though they kind of retired, they were high level wrestlers before. So tama lang na yung if babalik man sila are also high wrestlers.
okay. Yeah, I think we'll wait for it and malapit na ang
Yes. SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, ilang linggo na lang. And with that, we're going to promote then
Sige.
the watch party. Alam ko may watch
Self-help
party. May watch party.
Monday.
Yeah, may
Oo.
watch party sa
Party.
tarito. Courtesy of courtesy of our friends from Pipecast Podcast, sila Mandy.
Podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, inantok ka na ata, Eugene. Pagod na.
Nag-holiday ako ang
Pagod na.
classes today.
Yeah.
Ako, teacher po ako.
Yan. Mm-mm.
Oh, nice. Saan ka nagtuturo?
Sa... Baka-badox kasi tayo ng
Okay.
viewers. Explain ko lang mamaya. Pero yes.
Yeah.
Sa Gameville Ballpark.
Yeah, Gameville Ballpark on August 1 and 2, tama ba? Ay, di, 2 and 3, 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah, August 2 and 3. Ayun, so get your tickets na. It's already, nagre-reserve na ng, maraming tao na nagre-reserve. Hopefully, you could join us then. And hindi lang yun ang, hindi lang watch party ang meron tayo dito. Meron din tayong wrestling cosplay contest kung saan i-defend ng mga champions natin yung title nila. We also have our wrestling WWE 2K tournament. Eugene? Sali ka ba ulit?
Hindi, sadly kasi maghahatid ako sa airport.
Oo nga eh.
Hindi ako
Pero,
makakapag
Yeah, hopefully to see you guys there or some
sa
of you.
nakatalo sa akin sa Tokay tournament. Sinuwerte ko ngayon. Okay. Wala ako, maghahatid ako sa airport. Kapag nandiyan ako ngayon, panigurado tatalunin kita.
Yeah.
Doing promos.
Naka-promo na si Eugene. Anyway, sige, please follow us on our page sa Geeks Aranoy. Also follow Pipecast Podcast FB page for more information about the watch party. Ayan. And with that, we talk about the wonderful wrestling weekend that we had here in the Philippines. So,
My God.
My God. Sige, unahin muna natin sa iyo, John. Unahin muna natin sa iyo.
Ako?
Oo. Interesting kasi, dito na Dexcon and other wrestling promotions and even Choco Pro, Dexcon was able to bring Choco Pro Wrestling here and conduct a weekend days worth of wrestling. Nasa isip ko parang nakakapagod yun But what's the feeling?
So, I guess ito yung sinasabi dati ni Ric Flair na sometimes he wrestles twice in a weekend and I guess ito yung nangyari nga dito. My God, it's six. Wow. 6 wrestling shows. Kailangan itut. It's 6 wrestling shows. Karamihan ng wrestlers halos same. As in, iba-iba lang yung matches and I think it's a credit to credit to the talent of the roster, local and international na by the time I saw Scheme, which is the last show, admittedly I was a bit drained. So let's start. First day kasi, the very first show was World Underground Wrestling. It's just it's a good warm up. It's light shows, nothing too major naman since World Underground has always hindi sila story heavy naman talaga. It's really a showcase of a specific group of wrestlers and natutuwa ko na
showcase
si
match lang talaga sila.
showcase match ng yeah. And yung masaya ko yung parang lead ano nila ngayon is si Hake Mateo. And for a guy who's big, he moves fast, he moves strong. He doesn't even try to do flippy do. Like ano lang siya. Hard hitting. I medyo nag-move away na siya sa waifu. I don't know if nag-switch siya sa Puso show or sa Dexcon show, he'll bring back the waifu thing. But right now he's not too focused on it outside being just a otaku.
I think doon sa latest post niya binabalik niya uli.
Yun nga eh. But grabe, I like ang ganda ng talent niya for me. Ever since nakita ko siya sa debut niya, I think he's one of those wrestlers na gusto ko panoorin grow up kasi ang ganda talaga. Ang galing. Lalo na for his size. He moves so fast but strong. As in, I wouldn't say Braun Breaker but same vibe na, packed. Actually, Samoa Joe, maybe. Tapos, the show after that is yung Otaku Joe. Pwede. Si Jotaku. Oh, gusto ko yun.
Jotaku.
Pinoy Jotaku. Tapos yung 3 p.m. show naman was Choco Pro. So, pure Choco Pro. Meron nga ba? I think they went up against some local wrestlers. Okay, let me just do a quick check kasi. Pero, ang maganda naman kay Choco Pro is that they're very entertainment focused. Like, they really know how to play the crowd. Yes, they can wrestle, no problem, but really playing the crowd yung sobrang nagustuhan ko from them. And it's something na I feel like some of the wrestlers in Dexcon Puso have to learn how to play the crowd kasi you have to interact with the crowd, you have to get them to react. Sometimes being good in the ring is really not enough. And special shout out kay May. Lahat ng matches niya, she knew how to play the crowd. She knew how to make the crowd laugh, how to make the crowd boo. I think for someone so beloved, she was able to make the crowd boo if she wanted to.
May or Mai Tsuruga?
Mai. Alam mo, lagi ko na sabi Mai. Mai, yeah, it's Mai. Ang galing niya talaga. And of course, in the ring, pag nag-tag team si Mai, saka si May. May siya, May.
May
Tsuruga.
May Tsuruga.
If nag-tag team siya, saka si Aki.
Bailanaki.
Galing. Tas entertainment talaga. So yeah, it was 4 matches with some local versus local talent. It was a good 3 p.m. show. Made me excited. I guess I didn't feel like they went all in sa Choco Pro 3 p.m. show kasi nga they wanted to reserve some for the Jam of the Joshis at 6 p.m. This was the full show naman. The Jam of the Joshis kasi nangyari was 4 matches na they labeled as kickoff, but this one was may halong males. More of male-centric, so the Dexcon roster. And then 4 matches after are the Jam of the Joshis, so Choco Pro and the Divas of the female wrestlers of Dexcon. This was good. Even though nakapanood na ako ng Choco Pro nung tanghali, the Jam of the Joshis was really good. Again, shout out kay May versus Joya.
Ganda ng LED costume ni Maya. Entrance.
Yeah. Ang cute. Ang cute nga yung umiikot pa siya with the light up.
Yeah.
I think yung after Chelsea versus Mia Yotsuba, very good. They're both kinda tall, medyo heavy, so I liked it naman. Si Crystal, I don't know kung I get na she was used for the tag team matches, but parang sayang kasi nakikita ko bumabalik na yung yung ring skills niya. Nung I think first balik niya, admittedly I could see a bit rough, but she's getting better, so I don't know why they kept on making her lose. Sa kickoff show, maganda naman. I guess highlight for me was Balian Aki versus Nigel San Jose. San Jose, magaling naman sa ring work dati, but ever since he turned the heel, ang ganda ng character work niya.
Okay. So
like he knew how to play off being a heel. Okay, so that's one day. Arami ko na kwento. I didn't even go to a lot of detail na kasi sobrang grabe talaga. Pero maganda. The fact na after everything, I guess they ended with May, so it was a good thing. So sobrang hype ka pa rin kahit na yung pang-end ng day mo. And I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored at all. So na-hype up na ako for second day. I'm like, oh my God, it'll be better. And thankfully, it was good. So, Sunday, 12 noon, it was Puso Wrestling, Pinoy Wrestling R. It was just three matches. But the Isaiah Valencia, Joey Rosas, with God, they're really the future of Pinoy Wrestling for me. Again, character, wrestling work, matagal nang walang problema. Si Joey Rosas, I saw him dati, Donut patawag sa kanya. He got better over time. Like, he really did ramp up yung wrestling skills niya. Isaiah, simula pala, if I remember, white shirt?
Yeah.
Tama ba?
White shirt.
White shirt is Nigel San Jose and Isaiah, di ba?
I guess so. Basta ang alam ko, pink shirt si Joey Rosas. Yellow shirt si Joya. Tapos orange shirt si Hakay Mateo.
Yeah, so itong dalawang white shirt na to, ring work, wala. Magaling talaga. Like, Isaiah, kahit nung naka-white shirt pa siya, I'm like, I like this guy. And both of them, especially, yung baliktad naman, si Joey, even though the mat work wasn't there, his character work sa simula maganda na. He knew how to play with the crowd, he knew how to get reactions, regardless if face or heel, though I feel like he kind of switched so fast. But he's really good. Meanwhile, si Isaiah, mat work was already high. But the character work was so-so. It was just, it felt like Nigel San Jose na boring na bland baby face. So, now he's a heel with, same sila ni Nigel. Gumagaling yung character work nila as heels. Still need some work, I guess, kasi ang hirap mag-boo for them just because they're so good. But they do try their best. And this match was really good. Ang snappy ng movements, ang bilis. They showed their youth. I'm not gonna say it's 100% perfect, but it's definitely better than, it was worthy of a championship match, but it was the ending that was nice for me. Na I was hoping for Isaiah to win, admittedly. So Joey won, which is good. He's the face, I get it. But then JDL comes in and says, just so you know, yung kontrata na sinain ko when I gave up my title is that I can choose the next contender for this at any time. I'm gonna choose Nigel San Jose. Nigel San Jose comes in, does his move, bam, patay si Joey, new champion. So, it was shocking. It was nice. I think even if they had let Joey Rosas just enjoy a bit more, okay lang. But this added twist was really good. Medyo, I guess they're gonna lead to eventually the breakdown of Hayop, which will suck, but ang ganda talaga ng theme song nila. It's hard not to keep on doing this whenever it plays. But I'm guessing this will lead to eventually an Isaiah versus Nigel San Jose rivalry, which I'm all for it. But yeah, sobrang I was so hyped for this championship match. Did not disappoint at all. So minamadali ko na lang to kasi maraming matches, but I just wanted to highlight that. The 3 p.m. show na nangyari ng, I think, 3:30, it was called the Super Show, and my God, it felt like an entire show na kasi it lasted 2 hours. But it was good. Lalo na it started with Best Bros and Super Hotdog, which is Super P and May. Super P and Nigel San Jose versus Liwanag, which
Super Hotdog.
medyo weird.
Di ba dapat si ano yun? Si Hotdog San Jose?
Yeah, so it's Hotdog San Jose. Hindi pala si Nigel. Kupal si Nigel. Si Hotdog mabait. Tama. So like, this was a good show. Again, admittedly, it's carried by May, but also Super P. Alam mo, every time I see May and Super P in the ring, they're so cute, but it also makes me really want to see the one-on-one between these two because they complement each other so well in terms of character, in terms of mat work. They like their flippy dippy do with additional entertainment, and I don't know if they're saving that one-on-one match for the future or hindi lang nila naisip i-book this time. But
pero
I
diba,
can't wait. I really hope.
I think there's a potential naman since Super P is the Vixen's champion, diba?
Vixen, yes. Yes. But yeah, I mean, they could have done it now, so I don't really know why, but sige.
I think tarito, they reserve it for a other big venues, big
Pwede.
big events pa.
Oh, I just wanna say, bigger picture Mandaluyong, my God, I'm so thankful. Aircon.
Yeah, malaki.
Hindi ako namatay. And malaki. Like, hindi ako namatay.
Ayaw mo na sa mecca of Philippine wrestling, which is Brawl Pit Bulusan.
Hindi, babalik pa rin ako. Pinapag-usapan nga na baka August 15. Wrestling Underground will have a show there, pay as you can. So
Mm.
I kinda want to support kasi nga well, it's my support Philippine wrestling. So I'll
Ah,
try to go
then ano
as
pala?
happy as I can.
Yeah. Tapos nagkaroon pala ng injury si Ken Cypher.
Oh yeah. Actually nakita ko nga. So first day pa lang nakausap ko siya. Sabi niya nga sa isang match medyo I think na-tweet niya yata yung uncle niya or something. He was trying to
Mm.
fight through it pero I think sa second day nga yata I saw one of the referees do this after the match. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully Ken Cypher would recover quickly
Yeah.
and return to the ring in a short time.
Yes. But ang maganda ngayon talaga, I think the roster is slowly starting to grow. Shout out to this kid. His name is Kenzo.
Oy,
Uh,
pinsan mo yon, pinsan mo.
yeah, like even si wifey ko nung nakita niya, she was like, dude, magaling to sa ring. And she's not a huge wrestling fan, but she can recognize kung magaling ba. And this kid is really good. Character work, I guess it's not defined. But then on the second day during the super show, Mr. C comes in and like, oh, this is the new ano. I want to introduce you guys to my younger brother. He comes down from the heel. He bleeds blue and white. Of course, yung mga tabu kasi Ateneo. Ako cheer ako. Ateneo, yeah!
Ikaw ba
He's
si
my brother.
Ikaw ba si El Tindero?
Hindi, kasama niya ako. Si El Tindero, taga ano yun, University of Mexico Wrestling Federation yun. Ako yung tenista. Si El Tindero hindi
Pero
taga
blue and white
Ateneo.
din yung colors ng University of
Ah,
Mexico.
oo, ano yun? Ibang blue and white. Yun na yung kulay ng University of Mexico Wrestling Federation. Pero yun, nung in-announce siya na bagong C, I can see it. Kasi may yabang siya eh. May yabang siya. Nung actually may isang match kasama niya si Crystal saka si Isaiah. Ginawa niya kay Isaiah, tinag-in niya sarili niya to get the supposed finish. And then of course, binubog siya ng kalaban and siya yung pinin. So galit sa kanya si Isaiah saka si Crystal after. But I'm like, if this is leading to him being Mr. C, na mayabang and all that, I'm all for it kasi he has the character, he can wrestle. So I just want to shout out this guy, really really good. I can't wait to see more of him talaga.
So, inaamin mo yung mga si mayabang. Ikaw.
Oh yeah. Tanggap ko yun.
Sika din
Ako, yabang ko.
Joke lang.
Kaya nga sabi ko, Pip Dan, wala yan. Hindi, loko lang. Wala magradapat kay Sensei, please.
Nanonood siya. Happy birthday ko siya. Joke lang.
Oo nga pala, nakalimutan ko yung happy birthday, mami, happy birthday ko. Pero sige na, ikaw na. Yabang. Saraw nakapag-happy birthday na. Anyway, so that's 5 wrestling shows. If napagod kayo listening to me talk about it, imagine I was there. I watched all 5 shows. In fairness, it was exciting. It was hype, but pagod na ako. Lalo na the last match was Jake De Leon versus Burger Kid.
Mm.
They both know how to play the crowd. They both know how to wrestle. So we were both cheering and booing and pagod. And those yes.
May suspetsa ako na kakilala ni Fabio Makisik si Cheeseburger Kid.
Wait, seryoso ka ba?
Ewan ko lang. Bakit?
I thought CBK was really from Singapore.
Okay. Sorry. Kala ko kasi wala lang. The physique.
No. Actually, okay. Napaisip ako bigla and then I'm like, wait. No. Lanky si Cheeseburger Kid.
Mm.
Hindi siya yung gayot ni Actually yung I didn't get to ask anyone there but hindi ko rin alam ba't wala si Fabio actually.
Yeah.
But no, he's not. No way si Cheeseburger Kid. Medyo pale si Cheeseburger Kid. Medyo like alam mo yung may definition but he's not Fabio na.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I think I had some lang talaga. Some dito. Ano ba yun?
Idea.
Hindi naman idea. Ano lang dito? Mandela effect. Yun.
Okay. I don't know if one, maybe hindi. Every time I saw Cheeseburger Kid, he's thin. So I don't think magkakilala sila. Pero yun, so that was 4:30 p.m.
Yung
I'm
parang
so tired.
yung magkakilala type na kagaya ng kay
Ni,
kay El Tindero sa kay
ni,
ikaw.
hindi. Parang si Nigel San Jose saka ni Hotdog San
Hotdog
Jose.
San Jose. Oh.
Pero yun, so like pagod na ako noon, nag-dinner ako kasi like I just wanted to relax. Hindi nga nakapag-write ng review si El Tindero kasi siya rin napagod. So Isus comes in 6 p.m. Dun ko na-realize na they were saving the best matches for this. I didn't think about it na that's what they're planning. I don't know if it was on purpose or hindi. But yeah, the first 3-on-3 match, it was just good. Nothing too spectacular, not bad naman. But it was the second match, Shaheen versus Kenzo versus Cheeseburger Kid.
Mm.
Galing? Kasi they all can move in the ring, even if Kenzo is still a kid. Like, he didn't look out of place with Shaheen and Cheeseburger Kid. Robinson versus Sage Matthews, galing. Flippy Dippy Doo. Pero I really wish they have a mid-carder title na by now kasi sobrang rami nilang talents na walang nagagawa except for showcase matches. And the talent right now they have, it's growing.
Mm.
And then next one was Sakai Mateo versus Afam Steve. Afam is loved. Afam Steve is really loved, but there's no denying he's old. So I was really surprised how well Hakai Mateo was able to take care of him. Like I had this move na nag-ano siya, yung talon sabay landing sa likod.
Yeah.
It looked painful because of Hakai Mateo's bulk, but I could see na he took really good care of Afam Steve. So I can't give enough praises to Hakai Mateo. And then let's just move on. Best Bros versus Jomar and Crystal. This was good kasi finally proper tag team si Jomar and Crystal kasi they work well together.
Di ako
And of course, not you.
Di ako.
Just, like, alam mo yung pagod na ako, but Best Bros talaga, grabe, ibang level yung entertainment value and wrestling nila. It's the little things, it's the little interactions between the two of them. May really knows how to play the crowd. I kept saying this to El Tindero while I was watching with him, kaya lahat na review niya yun yung sinasabi. We both agree, walang nakatalo sa kanya when it comes to playing the crowd. Ang galing talaga. Super P versus Miya Yutsuba was good. Yun yung problem pa minsan sa showcase matches. Like the chances, medyo alam mo na kung sino manalo just because Miya Yutsuba, no way is the Choco Pro going to Super P. So it was a good match. Fatal 4-way Joya versus Chelsea Marie versus two other Joshi, si Tokiko, Kirihara, and Sayaka Obihiro. Not bad. Okay naman. I feel like May versus Joya worked better just because May was so good at playing the crowd. This Fatal 4-way, it was really about Joya and Chelsea again. The other two were good, but I don't know. It just felt like a standard showcase match. Yung nakakatawa lang dito, may crowd of kids sa side na nag-aaway with an adult kasi the kids were all for Joya and then the adult was for Chelsea and yung mga bata doon sa adult and they were fighting there. It was so entertaining.
Interesting.
But, yeah, like, sobrang weird. But, Jake De Leon versus Ravenna. So, I actually looked into this. I'm not 100% sure. But I think this is their first one-on-one.
I guess so.
From what you remember, parang ito lang. The thing is, they've been tag team under Oro Plata Mata.
Yeah.
They fought against Minoru. Each of them went one-on-one with CSJ na medyo sad pa rin ako hindi ko napanood Ravenna versus CSJ. Ravenna is good in the ring. I'm not gonna say super magnificent wrestler. But gumagaling siya sa ring. As in, he kept on improving with Minoru. Ang ganda, magaling siya. But entertainment talaga siya. There's no denying it's really, both of them are good with character work for me. So this was a match I was really looking forward to. And Jake De Leon, first show I've gone to, sobrang gusto ko na siya. Ravenna, as time went on, I grew to like him more. So this was the match that I really was looking forward to. It wasn't any other match, even with May there, even with Crystal, Super P, lahat ng mga to. It was this match that I really wanted to go for. You asked me, ba't ako nag-media partner? Not gonna lie. 50% of the reason was this. 50% was because I wanted to try to have El Tindero, become a media partner so that he gains experience. But sabi ko, bro, 50%, I want to watch this match. So, yun. And it delivered. It delivered so much. Talagang brutal. Nagbugbugan sila. Nagtapunan ng upuan. I could see Ravenna did his best and kita nyo naman sa, hindi ko lang kung nakita niyo yung profile niya, bugbog talaga.
Bugbog talaga si
Malakas
Ravenna.
siyang chikinini dito.
Mm.
I'm kinda sad Ravenna didn't win, admittedly, but I don't mind. I just hope na one day talaga Ravenna has his own championship run. I think he deserves it. He's good in the ring. He knows how to play to the crowd. He's a good hand. Yeah, so I thought I was tired after all 5 shows, but after the last show, they still kept me hooked. And the last show just like blew me away. It was by far my favorite match of everything, I think. Though may bias in. So that was my review of the 2 weeks. Nakapagod siya admittedly. Is it something I suggest people do? I think pag wala ka lang magawa sa buhay. Gaya ko, I don't know. It was really tiring, but I can't imagine how the wrestlers were able to do it because they gave their all every time there was a show. I never felt like they were holding back. I'm glad I'm surprised na si Ken lang na injure kasi to be honest, after everything they've been doing, sarili kong ankle yung sumasakit, yung likod ko yung sumasakit just because they poured everything else, everything they have into the ring. So, for me talaga, this is the reason why I support local wrestling because regardless if it's this group and FPW, the few times I've watched FPW, I know the passion and heart that they have here, regardless of what's happening elsewhere or whatever happening, kung ano man ano, para sa akin, it's all about Pinoy wrestling. And this show, this wrestling weekend was a good show a good way to show na Pinoy wrestling is very much alive and you have choices. And regardless of which choice you go to, just enjoy it because it's okay.
It's a win.
Actually, it's a win. It's a win.
It's a win.
Whoever you like more, doesn't matter. Just go watch Pinoy wrestling. If you can support both, go ahead. Ako, admittedly, kaya lang ng wallet ko isa. Kaya naging media partner ako kasi hindi na kaya ng wallet ko. Pero napunta rin sa nutcase o peste. So, yeah. That's my wrestling weekend.
Okay, sige. Thank you, John, for your thoughts. Sharing your thoughts about the wrestling weekend na nangyari. Pero ito lang, I want to get your reactions, our reactions first. JDL vacating the Puso Wrestling Championship and then his message after the match with Ravenna ba? Tama? Jesus?
Sorry, one more time.
JDL saying his piece about something.
Yes. Sinabi niya na actually I think
ito muna, dropping the title muna. Dropping the Puso Championship title.
Yes.
What's your reaction when you when you heard about it and then
I was surprised actually. I was surprised because I don't know why he did it. Of course, the drama of Hulk Hogan comes to mind. I hope it's not the same reason. I'd like to trust na they had a reason for it. Maybe it's just to push the Isaiah versus Joey Rosas match. Because admittedly, that's a bigger marquee match than Isaiah versus JDL or Joey versus JDL. Kasi things have been brewing against Joey and Isaiah for a long time. They've already met one-on-one, but this one is for championship. It just means way much more. I was surprised. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know why he dropped it. It's actually partially why I was hoping he would drop the title to Ravenna too, but it didn't happen. I was just surprised. I didn't ask him about it. I'll just trust him na At the end of the day, sila yung nag-handle ng creative nito. So,
Mm-mm.
if they think that's the best, support it. I don't know if it's a bad move to the point I'll criticize it. I don't think it's that level naman for me.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
me, no, I think it's ano rin, parang it's a good move na rin to hindi lang sosolohin ni JDL lahat ng titles
Yes.
na meron sa promotion nila. And I think it
Yes.
also gives a chance to other people to have a have a have a championship match and have a chance
Yes.
to hold the title. But for me, no, lumalabas na Puso Wrestling is now lower, parang nagiging mid-card title na siya compared to other kasi kung si iisipin mo, Dexcon is the parang premier na na promotion eh. Then kasi then Puso Wrestling is somehow it's more of the homegrown talents na dapat humawak nun. And then I think it becomes a lower tiered championship or mid-card championship na compared to the Dexcon World Championship.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And that's my sense. But I guess it's a good thing na rin kasi it would really I think the Puso Wrestling Championship belt could have a lot of storylines pa to explore. Ang dami, as you have said earlier, ang dami pang wrestlers na pwedeng pwedeng I mean, ang daming wrestlers na sa Dexcon Puso Wrestling roster that could really fight over for the Puso Wrestling Championship.
I guess that's a challenge now. Kasi nga, when they created Puso Wrestling, JDL and Crystal said as much. This was not about them. This was not about the older generation anymore. This was about the newer generation. The problem is, when they started Puso Wrestling, ang babata pa ng mga bata. Medyo hilaw pa yung iba. I think the oldest was Main Max, pero even then, in a way, hindi siya as subok na subok siguro as sila JDL and Crystal.
And even Fabio.
So I guess, even Fabio was taking a back. Si Fabio, yun din yung ano nila, yun din yung goal nila eh. Kasi the first Puso Wrestling matches shows I watch, parang common yung theme sa tatlo nito na we're challenging the new generation. Can you step up? So I get your point. Dexcon really is mas angat. The Dexcon Championship mas angat. It's hard to dispute that, especially with JDL holding it. Ito yung pinaparada all around pag umiikot siya sa ASEAN wrestling circuit. But maybe it's also a challenge to Nigel San Jose, Isaiah Valencia, Joey Rosas, and other up-and-comers na, here's the belt. Let's see what you can do with it. Basically, kung ano rin ginawa kay Main Max, here's the belt. Let's see what you can do with it. Si Joya nanalo, imbes na si Super P or si Crystal. Let's see what you can do with it. So, I guess let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah.
I think there's story possibility. I think mahirapan sila bumalik sa Manila Wrestling Federation. Definitely nowhere near close FPW at this point. Because they're just starting in a way. But I think the future is bright. I think there's potential here. Jumping from what you said, I really think it's more of a challenge. Can they do this without JDL? Can they do this without Fabio? Can they do this without Crystal? I want to say, can they do this without Robin Singh? But I don't want Robin Singh to, step back.
Yeah,
He has a lot.
I think Robin Singh still has a lot to offer.
Yeah. Dude, sobrang nakakatawa talaga whenever someone like attacks him or jumps on him. Like, like I like his reaction. I like his reaction. Sobra.
Similarly, I reminded of that reaction to when we move on towards FPW na. So yeah, I think we
go.
we transition na to FPW. Eugene, alam kong sorry. Ano pang reaction? Hindi, ito pa pala. Sorry. John. last, and also Eugene, your reaction about, our reaction about, JDL's message, for the Philippine wrestling scene.
Yeah, good. Yeah, okay.
Honestly, it's ano lang naman for me. I think it's just
Just as,
I don't wanna say generic. It's just a call out. Kasi nga, I don't think they're living in a
bubble.
bubble naman. Kasi sabi, sino yung si ate girl na pumunta rin sa Puso Wrestling dati?
Si Robin.
Yung from yeah, si
si
Robin.
Robin.
So,
Tsaka White.
so I think, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, we
I'm not
don't
gonna
have
touch
any
on that.
idea.
We don't know. Yeah. So for me, I think it's just a nice nod. Na we know FPW exists. They didn't trash talk FPW. He's just like, if you wanna challenge me, come on. I love the when I saw Good Boy Quattro, Good Guy Quattro, Good Boy, Good Guy Quattro, and
Ravenna.
Ravenna at JL Geekery.
Hmm.
So good. And they were very nice to each other, very respectful. And I'll be honest to you, before El Tindero actually posted that picture, kinausap niya naman both sides. And they were like, we're okay with it. And basta ang gusto nila is, walang negative about it. And I'm like, don't worry, El Tindero, all about positivity.
Mm.
So,
Elton
they were
is
glad.
blessed by the positivity of New Day.
Yeah. New day. But yeah,
Rest in peace,
so
New Day.
Ano rest in peace.
I
Sorry.
think,
Too soon? Sorry. Continue.
just buhay pa yan. Pero yun nga, I think it was just a nod, wink, wink, but I don't think there's anything negative about it. Considering that, someone like Robin went to a Puso show, or I don't know if it was Puso Dexcon.
Puso.
Puso. So,
Pusong Pinay gauntlet match.
no,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, tama, I forgot that one.
Yeah, I was there.
But yeah, so, yeah. Nakita kita, bandang dulo na kami.
Pagod na rin ako nun, no?
I mean, like, the entire audience was like cheering and shouting. Nakita ko kaya. I'm like,
Sagad
oh,
siya
grabe.
dun eh.
Sarap ng tulog.
Sagad siya nung araw na yun eh.
Yeah.
Pagod ako nun.
Pagod siya eh.
Yun nga kaya sorry, like, I want to support FPW too, but admittedly, it does take a lot of energy to support one show.
Yeah, we understand. Kaya
Like, hindi ko nga alam paano ako nabuhay sa 6 wrestling shows. When I think about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, what nabuhay
Yeah,
ako.
kaya nakakabilib yung mga tao na dito are supporting both wrestling
Yeah.
have,
Si Wrestling Boy.
and have time to go
My
there
God.
talaga. Wrestling
Thank you.
Boy. Shout out to Wrestling Boy.
Oh my God, 2 p.m. pumunta siya sa FPW, tapos 6 p.m. pumunta pa siya. Like, kaya siya gayet eh.
Assumption ba na? Maling assumption ko ba doon na medyo may may kaya talaga sila to get into both shows. Parang, damn, sana all.
Oh, hindi. Pero in this case kasi kay Wrestling Boy, he's also a media partner. So he gets in for free.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
So it's really just the travel time that's the hassle. The thing is, maganda sa Makati lang siya. Assume baka may car siya. Pero if I would have done
May
it,
isa
I would
ka,
have...
tas Mandaluyong lang rin naman ng bigger pictures. Which is
Yeah, diba? So train
much
lang eh. It's just
nearby.
malapit lang. Yeah.
Actually, no, not three. Ano lang, kotse, you need the car.
kailangan mo kotse talaga.
Oo, car.
Kaya na yan kung may kotse ka.
Mm-mm.
Pero sa ganyan, free parking. Kasi
Yeah.
pamahal tayo sa parking nun, sir eh.
Oo nga
Circuit
eh,
ba?
sorry.
Circuit?
Alin? No, not circuit. Sa
Saan?
Big Studios, Makati.
Ano pangalan?
Big
Big Studios,
Studios,
Makati.
Makati.
Yakult Street.
Big?
Bake. As in,
Inobel.
yeah,
Inobel.
Inoben. Nice
Ah,
one.
bake.
Bake. B-A-K-E-D.
So,
Sige, yeah. Let's move on na to FPW Astig. Kushida versus 4 and
Oh, yeah.
and Cali Nueva. Ito
Cali
lang, just a brief background lang, no. It's supposed the showcase match or the main event for FPW Astig was supposedly just Kushida versus Calinueva because Calinueva winning winning the Matira Matibay match last a few months ago. And I think no Tarito it's his right to to become the number one contender against Kushida, and then suddenly Quattro pulled some political moves in the locker room. That's why and he convinced Vandals Manila with the Vandals Manila convinced Red Oliero or insisted that Quattro has a rematch clause. That's why he was inserted to the main title to the main event, and that's why it became a triple threat match between him, Calinueva, and Kushida. But before
Cute
that,
nga. Talagang ginawa nila announcement eh.
yes, layered by layer. And then before that,
Yeah.
we just pasadahan natin yung mga matches ng ng FPW Astig. Go Eugene.
Pre-match natin ay ito ba yung tag team di pa?
Yes,
no?
tag team.
Tag team, Rio Rufino versus and AB3, ang drummer ng Kamikaze. At ang tag team na malakas ang charisma, ang
Martinez,
the Martinez team. Nakakainis
James
na
Idol
ang
versus
dami kong magagandang shots na nakura.
sayang yun.
Bad trip. Gagawin ko sana.
Sayang, min.
Yeah.
Sayang
yun.
So anyways, balik tayo sa match. Ito yung match na nakakatawa. Basically, it's 3-on-2. Kasi si AB3 kasama niya si Roxy, siya yung nandadaya. So, talo ang Martinez sadly.
Talo ba?
Ang alam ko natalo sila eh. Pero na-choke si Roxy. Binigyan natin siya ng Lola Remedios pagkatapos. Next time shoutout Roxy. Shouting mo lang ganoon para masakit 'yun pero effective 'yun. Pag sinat ng buo ang Lola Remedios. So solid naman yung match. Ang ganda nung chemistry ni Martinez.
Alam ko panalo ang Martinez.
Ano ba Martinez?
Panalo.
Hala.
Oo.
Tutulog kaya tayo nun.
Hindi, panalo. Alam ko, panalo.
Comment down below, Martinez, kung nanalo kayo or natalo kayo. Pinoy Wrestling Street. Second match na ba tayo? Or bilisan papiwan lang natin.
Oo.
Sige, second match was...
Hindi, ito pre-show lang to eh. Yung main show na. Gusto ko na sabihin na ang galing ni Rio Rufino. Yeah.
Parang gusto ko yung niya. Gusto ko yung
niya yung
kahit yung ganun niya, maganda. Pero aside from doon, yung wrestling ability niya, ang galing. Alam mo yun? Para bang unassuming yung ano ba yung tawag doon? Spine buster. Gusto ko yung spine buster ni Rio Rufino yung linis eh.
And it looks safe It looks safe.
It looks safe. Galing. Parang may kinakadil siyang sanggol. Tapos bubugbugin niya.
Pero yeah, I think the match itself is entertaining, lalong-lalo na dito. Natatawa ko din eh. Yung mga nasa harap natin, sinasabihang kalbo si AB3.
Oo.
Pero kalbo din sila.
Oo.
Yeah, pero solid yun.
Parang personal na yun.
Yeah, pero that's funny.
Next match, ito na ba yung Joshua Elavista versus Mark Madrigal?
I think so, yeah.
So, okay. Joshua Elavista yung I would say, next to Thiago, ang pinaka up-and-coming superstar ng FPW. Nanalo siya kasi medalya kong Santo Niño. Dito siya ngayon. Hey, say hi. Oo.
Pag nag-hi yan, nakakatakot.
Oo, nakakatakot tayo. solid yung match. Tsaka ginagawa talaga ni Big Boss Mike ang best niya para to be hated, pero you cannot hate Big Boss Mike himself.
But he was successful at getting boost from the crowd, lalong-lalo na nung chinip shot niya si Josh Elevista with that kendo stick. Oo.
Which nagdugo yung likod niya, ni Joshua Elevista ron.
And shout out na rin kay Ref Nash for taking that with the ano ba yun? Pile driver yun.
Pile driver ba?
Oo.
Yung package pile driver niya.
Package pile driver, yeah.
Kasi pagdating nung mga next match na nire-referee niya, gumagano na siya eh.
Oo. Ramdam niya sa leeg.
Gumagano siya. Okay, Ref. Sige.
Pero yeah, I think dito, that match elevates Joshua Elevista.
Pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended. Good. Thank you. Elevates the status of Josh Elevista as one of the upcoming upcoming stars of FPW. Now he cemented his place as one of the top baby faces of the roster.
At saka ito yung first win ni Joshua Elevista.
First ba?
Ito yung first win niya.
Oh.
Ewan ko yung last kung kasi wala tayo nung may mga nagdaang shows na wala tayo.
Nanalo siya against Ralphie Mabayashi
Hindi.
Di ba?
Talo siya, di ba?
Championship. Championship nga pala yun. Yeah. Yep.
So, wala talaga siyang panalo. Talagang losing streak siya until kay Mike.
Mm-mm.
And good kay Mike na he's looking out for his students. Kasi tignan mo lahat ng mga kinalaban niya. Si Legendarius. Yung pinakauna si Thiago di ba? Yung championship. Thiago nagkaroon ng championship shots nung time na yun. Si Legendarius, tapos si Joshua Elevista. Sino pa ba? Si Kid Quago.
Kid Quago.
So si Kid Quago natalo siya. Si Legendarius natalo din. Si Thiago natalo. Si Joshua ang nanalo so far sa mga si Proximo pa pala kung i-count natin. Pero natalo din si Proximo sa isang QC match na nandun sila. Magaling. Mike still has it. Ako, nasasayangan ako kasi parang gusto ko rin siya magkaroon ng rematch clause. Pero gusto ko kasama si Jeff Cobb. So, si Jeff Cobb, si Mike, si Quattro, tsaka si Kali. So, tsaka si Kushida, parang fatal five-way.
Matindi. Hindi ko alam kung paano mangyayari yung rambulan niyan doon.
Malupit yun. Gusto makita yun. Fatal five-way. Sino nakagawa ng fatal five-way? Wala, di ba? FPW.
Saka ata dito parang sana marami pang bumili pa ng tickets ng FPW para magawa yun, para madala nila
wala na si Jeff Cobb sa WWE.
Madala nila si Jeff Cobb and even Kushida. That will be a big very big pop if ever FPW could bring Jeff Cobb and Kushida at the same in one show.
So yun. So guys, if ever manood kayo ng shows. So next match, okay, sorry, si Joshua nanalo kasi may Santo Niño. Next match was, ito na ba yung Hindi pa. Ano na bang match yung susunod?
I think that was
Rated SPG versus
Di pa. Zabos ata to versus
Zabos versus Duke
Ortega, oo.
Again, solid match din.
Nakakilabot dito si Zabos
Oh.
It was to think that Duke Ortega is also a very much of a powerhouse wrestler na talagang kaya niya mambalibag rin ng tao and even he could break the ring with his power bombs and
So,
he was tossed like a ragdoll by Zabos
ito
inside
yung
the
first
ring.
time na hindi nag-ring breaker si Duke. Kasi, ang laking mamak niya ni Zavos. So, hindi niya kayang buhatin ng ganong kalupit. Better luck next time, Duke.
Pero eto ang ganda lang kasi ng reaction ng interaction between Sabos and the referee na nakakatawa. At the same time, para it also sends chills down to your sends chills to your spine na
pati yung solid character work. Parang Kane before all that before all bago siya maging mayor.
And then, ito yung kalansing talaga ng kadena, men. Yeah.
Sana they keep it up. Ayoko siya mag-champion kasi it wouldn't make sense. Pero, ang solid lang kasi na may monster silang, silang character.
Yes.
He's not going for the belt. He's just a force of nature.
Parang lang. He's just a disaster waiting or disaster waiting to happen.
So, maganda yung match na yun. Talagang nagmukhang kawawa si Doc. Ewan ko ano magiging direction nila doon. Hopefully, hindi na yung last kay Doc kasi kawawa naman parang pinakain lang yung si Doc kay Zabos eh. I'd like to see more siguro kung na silang dalawa. Kasi ako, akala ko nga magtatagal pa yung belt kay Ralph eh. Gusto ko silang magkita ulit ni Ralph. Silang dalawa ni Doc.
Yeah, but nga eh. But we're going to ask the question na what's in store for Duke Ortega now that he lost to Sabos, no? I think this ends the story ba between them or does it open up more possibilities or more more stories pa between
I think what would be interesting, again, di naman ako expert on anything, pero siguro magandang targetin ni Zabo si Ralph. Tapos ang rescuer ni Ralph parang unlikely allies sila. And they're trying to survive against Zabos. Parang alam mo yan. Parang anong movie yung si Sylvester Stallone tsaka si isang actor. Di Arnold Schwarzenegger, si
Sylvester Stallone saka si I think so. Yun yung
Tango and Cash na movie ba yun? Yung unlikely allies na naging magkaibigan dahil may force of nature silang kalaban. Parang gusto kong makita yung kung paano mangyayari yun. Kasi Ralph, which sasabihin natin later kung ano nangyari, still doesn't have a belt. Wala na sa kanya yung belt. Parang ano na mangyayari sa kanya after nung challenge na yun. Although, tuloy na lang sa next match kaya, yung rated SPG versus YOLO
Twins.
Para ma-explain na natin yung kung bakit.
Yeah, sige.
Kay Ralph, kasi para mabilisan lang. Kasi susunod na rin si Ralph eh.
Hindi pa, layo pa.
Malayo pa nga pala siya.
Layo pa. Second to the last match yun.
So, YOLO Twins versus the SPG. So, basically, another, parang rematch to kasi naglaban na sila before pero natalo sila ng rated SPG. Actually, na-expect ko na darating ulit yung mga Singaporeans, yung Gen Z. Sadly, wala. Kasi, ang lungkot lang na si Big Dave lang yung si Bigel David lang yung grapple max representative na. Would have been nice na to see Gen Z then. Actually, na-expect ko and I wanted to see Gen Z versus YOLO Twins or kahit man lang Ships Ahoy. Shout out sa Ships Ahoy.
Wala na atang Ships Ahoy kasi nag-iba na ata ng tag team
Pagbalik kayo. Pagbalik, joke lang. sayang. Kasi nag-join forces sila eh. So yung match was really good, very funny. Magaling mag-sell ang rated SPG sa ganun. Nakakatawa. Tapos naglaplapan lang sila sa gitna ng match. So,
Yeah.
solid yun.
I think
Ah.
ganito talagang ang galing rin talaga ng rated SPG to get the crowd going. Even and even YOLO Twins naman talaga undeniably magaling naman rin talaga sila sa pagkuha rin ng reaction from the crowd. Talagang they are solid heels of the ang galing rin talaga ng heel work ng
Imagine mo maging
YOLO
kalaro mo
Twins.
sa MTG. Yes, they are MTG fans.
Yeah. And then, pang galing
Sa FPG?
MTG,
MTG.
Magic the Gathering.
MTG.
So, sobrang solid din. Would like to see how it happens. Pero parang may teaser si Ref Joey doon kasi si Ref Joey ang referee nila. Parang sobrang patawad niya dun sa dalawa. Gagawin lang yung dalawa eh. Tapos, okay na, sige, continue. Parang teaser yan on what's supposed to happen sa main event eh. So, baka pewin na natin yung kay Tiago, yung nanakit sa ating dalawa. Ano naman yun? Consensual naman yun.
Yeah. Tiago versus Big Dave.
Big Dave.
Big Dave from Grapple Max Wrestling. I think he's a very good wrestler. Aside from being a very good wrestler, he's good at creating rapport with the crowd din. Even as I think nakatulong talaga na he had matches here in the Philippines, in FPW in particular, and then and he was one of the standouts during that match on that match that people of the FPW crowd could really have sympathies with him, and also credits rin to Big Dave that he could really establish rapport with the Filipino wrestling fans, or the crowd in general, or the audience. Magaling. Lalo na nakakatawa yung interaction nila ni Tiago no. Palaka. Di natin kaya ang patumbay ng isa't isa. Why don't we just why don't just we have a contest? Squat natin si Repe Squat tayo, gawin nating pabigat si Ref Nash.
Yan.
Shout out to Ref Nash.
Shout out. Dapat i-guess natin si Ref Nash dito.
Yeah.
Nash.
Pili ko na to si Ref Nash dun sa experience na yun.
Solid
yun, Ref Nash. Congrats sa'yo. Ginawa after mong maka-experience ng package powerbomb galing kay Mike Madrigal, ginawa ka pang pabigat.
Voice working.
Ginawa ka pang pabigat ng dalawa ni Big Dave sa ni Tiago.
Ikaw ang bagong Ref Joey namin, ang minamahal ng ref ng lahat. Kasi tatanggalin na namin yung title na yung kay Ref Joey.
Pero teka lang kita mo yung 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 bakat ng kamay ni Tiago sa dibdib ni Big Dave.
Nakita ko yun eh.
Alam mo parang yung Buddha palm technique dun sa Kung Fu Hustle. Ganun
yung Buddhist palm yun.
Buddha palm.
From the heavens. Buddhist
grabe yung chat na yun ni Tiago. As in, from the roster speaks,
ayaw din nila. I'd say Marty.
A lot of people in the roster said that they don't really want to take.
Akala ko magja-gentle si Tiago eh. Masakit siya. Masakit po match-up. Hindi na po namin uulitin yan.
Wala na mga kondisyon na ganun, Eugene,
hindi na. Gusto ko magpasalamat kay Sir Jomar kasi sinamahan niya ako dun sa experience na yun. Kasi
kita
willing naman ako na
iiwanan.
ako lang
Hindi
mag-isa
kita
eh.
iiwanan, pre. Hindi
Oo.
kita iiwanan.
Ang pinakamali ko lang doon, wala akong inhaler na dala. So, buti na nakasurvive ako pa uwi.
Oo.
Kasi sakit talaga niya. Hanggang ngayon, masakit pa rin siya pag napipindot eh. So,
Okay na ako, okay na ako.
I think, ano na lang siya eh. May mga ano na lang. Kaya masakit siya, I think.
Hmm.
Siguro may stain di kasi dito ang shoulder ko. Kaya hanggang ngayon, lumalagot ako siya eh. Pero yun.
Pero baka di naman talaga binigay ni Tiago yung binagsakan niya lang tayo ng
Oo.
chop. Mga lang siguro 60 to 80% lang yung binigay niya na chop.
Hindi pa yung 100% ng lakas. So,
Hindi pa.
hindi na hiningin yun ever. Yung sakit niya, I would describe was mahapdi siyang ganun. Tapos magko-constrict siya. Tapos nawala yung hininga ko for like a few seconds eh. Tapos bigla siyang hahapdi.
Okay, sige lang. Background lang muna bakit pala tayo nagpa-chop. Dahil sa...
Sabi ko kasi 10 likes, magpapachop ako eh kay Tiago eh.
Kami,
Hindi ko-
condition, 10 likes dun sa pagsubok sa QC, natin, review. Last, a few months ago.
Pag ito naka 10 likes to episode na to, bubuhatin ako ni James Idol Martinez ng ipa-fireman's carry ako ni James Idol Martinez.
Okay, yun
Conditiones yan. Actually, gusto ko makita, gusto ko na sabihin, 128 kilos ako dati. 123 na lang ako ngayon. So, wala kayong masyadong
Paano
iaalala.
pa kaya pagdating ng pagsubok sa QC? Sa August 16?
Oo, mas magaang na ako nun. Na-diet na ako eh.
Okay.
Next match. Tiago
Pero,
pala.
Tiago, pero entertaining yung match na yun, to be honest.
Sobra.
Mm.
Parang yung tip ni Dave. Parang naramdaman ko yun.
Mm.
Solid yung match. Big men, big beefy men.
Yeah. Sigaw na tayo. Meat.
Solid.
Mm.
Yan yung ring breaker match. Yung bagong ring breaker ngayon, si Tiago.
Mm.
Tiago, title mo na ngayon yun.
Next match.
Next match, panalo si Tiago. Next match, ito na yung sinasabi kong Ralph versus John Evander.
Yeah, submission.
First submissions match ng FPW.
Mm. To be fair, it's a slow burn.
Oo, pero still a John Evander match eh.
Yeah.
Tsaka syempre, si Rafi Mabayashi, it's a big dog siya eh.
Mm.
Parang alam mong veteran versus veteran eh. In-ring psychology.
Yeah.
Sabi ko na sa Pinoy Wrestling Street, shoutout Pinoy Wrestling Street. Sobrang hardcore wrestling fan ni Ralphie Mabayashi.
Mm.
Parang,
I agree.
Oo. Talagang maganda yung chemistry ng dalawa. Pati si Jan, sobrang solid din na wrestling fan.
Mm.
Nung na-interview natin siya dito, siya eh. In-ring psychology.
Yeah.
Magaling. Solid match, slow burn nga. Tama ka nga. Medyo matagal kasi submissions match eh. Ano may expect mo?
There's a point in the match that Rafi Mabayashi pinned John Evander, but the referee didn't count it because it's a submission match.
Submissions match eh.
Nakalimutan niya submission match.
Galing nga din ng sell niya eh. Very good, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Panalo sadly si
Jan.
Jan. Maganda na yun, defend mo ng maayos.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yun nga, that leaves us, ano na mangyayari kay Ralph after? Siguro, ito na nga yung parang gusto kong makita na it's Ralph and Duke versus Zabos. Set. Kailang?
Go lang, silang. Sorry.
Pagod tayong lahat, no?
Oo, go lang.
Galing na tayo sa works natin.
Next match.
Sige,
pahabol lang siguro, no? Yung nga, as I said na earlier, it's a slow burn. But I think, no, as time passed by during that match, the action keep building up, which later on it paid paid off naman.
Kasi na-notice ko din na mabagal siya pero parang mga hindi typical John Evander match na 5 minutes ang dami na nangyari. Ito yung John Evander match na mabagal. Kasi hindi nga siya high-flying match eh.
Let's just and then yung groundworks nila sa mat wrestling nila. Circle wrestling yung tinatawag nila. Just
parang nanood ka ng jiu-jitsu match, parang ganun.
Oo.
Maangas din. Although, yun nga. It's not your typical John Evander match na 5 minutes pa lang parang nag-flip boy shit siya. Hindi siya ganun. Pero it's still a great match.
Yeah.
Ang dalawang to delivered. So, panalo si John Evander. Well defended.
Which, I think it's a good match. Pero yung considering that the submission match is a territory of Raf Limabayashi because he's building him. He declared himself as the best pure wrestler.
Well,
and John Evander won against him fair and square in in a submissions match. Says a lot about John Evander's skill rin talaga.
In-ring psychology. Next match. The final match, the triple threat match. Quattro versus Kali versus Kushida. Banger of a match to. Siyempre, Kali, napakaganda ng in-ring performance, pati yung bagong get-up niya. Really nice. Quattro doing the same shit, boxer na violet, tsaka yung hairdo niya na mukhang maangas. Something. Kushida doing his Kushida thing. Nakakatawa yung first moments ng match kasi parang ganoon lagi nangyayari kay Quattro every match na na-enter niya. Siya yung underdog, siya yung alam mo yun, parang nagmumukha siyang kawawa the first few match. Katawa-tawa siya. And then si Kali masyado siyang tight with the friendship with Kushida which Kushida took advantage. Yun, parang it's a great match naman din either way kasi we get yung dalawang veterans na si Quattro at si Kali versus NJPW champion, former champion. Yeah. Parang parang it's a surreal match. Lalo na kung how it finished. Medyo may tease na siya kung how it could kung paano mangyari. Medyo hindi ko lang tinune in kasi parang syempre I kinda want to hold my disbelief.
Yeah.
Parang sa YOLO SPG match pa lang parang there's something up with Ref Joey. Yan, parang napakaluwag ni Ref Joey mag-call. Kaya yun, parang doon na nila,
parang may bias, parang lumalabas yung bias niya no?
Oo. Nakikita mo po doon sa parang luwag niya dito sa parang ganunan lang siya, tapos ang dali na niyang pakiusapan. Parang, ang napakadali niya pakiusapan unlike mga ibang matches niya. So, ibig sabihin nun, there's something. How it finished, well, nakaharap si Ref Joey. Nilow-blow ni Quattro si Kushida, then pin.
No.
Diba? Ganun yung finish niya. And then, syempre, celebrate. Red doing his heel work again. Sa tagal natin hindi nakikita na mag-heel work si Red Wala siyang usually ginagawa. Nandun na siya sa commentating side So, it's nice na nakakita natin ulit yun. Para siyang shake fries. Twister fries. Ano sabi? Si Alexa, para siyang Alexa Tabacunda ng podcast niya.
Or double down na KFC double down.
Yeah.
Rare
na mangyari ulit kasi siguro the more na binibigay niya ulit, ewan ko. Maganda yung moment. tama din si Quattro when it comes to Kali. Dapat siguro nag-focus on ano siya,
Kushida.
Kushida. Though hopefully Kali don't take it as a bad thing then. Kushida's there to support you kasi parang nagtitis siya ng ano something heelish eh. What I think about this as 27,
Mm.
feeling ko si Kali won't hindi niya makukuha yung belt.
Ooh.
Sorry pero
That's a big, big statement.
hindi. Kasi ito yung, hindi na to yung kayfabe na,
Mm.
feeling ko they're gonna give it to someone, siguro it's either si Thiago, or baka nga kay Kali, pero para kasi binibigyan niya na sa amin yung ending kung si Kali ang mananalo sa unfinished business.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think, for me, ito, ang galing ng tatlo eh. Kasi, lalong shoutout na rin to, to Quattro and Calinueva for keeping up with Kushida. Kasi, dito, feeling ko, Kushida could just outclass them, could outclass both of them, but no, they held their ground against Kushida.
Mm-mm.
Ba?
They really held their ground. Magaling
Mm-mm.
sila, magaling sila dalawa. And
Mm-mm.
coming from like a 10-year vet na ata sila eh. So,
Mm.
they've come a long way.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see them
And
push through more.
yeah, and grabe ang ang crowd sympathy for Calinueva, whereas yung hatred ng crowd kay Quattro was
Nasama din ang tingin sa atin ni Quattro na sinabi natin yun eh. That is bullshit eh. Alam mo.
Yeah, but I think yun na talito, whether it's a negative or positive reaction, the wrestlers would take it because that talito, it's a reaction pa rin naman.
It's a reaction pa rin.
Yeah, they could play with the ang masama kasi ang masamang feeling kasi na nakukuha ng mga wrestlers is pag mga no reaction eh. They cannot gauge. They cannot di ba? They cannot gauge kung ano yung gusto ng crowd.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well, usually that means hindi ka gusto ng crowd.
Yun ang masaklap. Yun ang masaklap.
Mm-mm.
Pag
Anyway, hopefully sa next show, unfinished business or secret di pa na pagsubok sa QC. Hindi natin alam kung mangyayari. Pero yun yung feeling ko mangyayari. It's either mag-heal na si Kali, hindi niya makukuha yung belt, and then may ibang magcha-challenge. Hindi ko alam kung sino. Mukhang malabo pa si Mike kasi parang paano ba rules ng contendership sa wrestling? Parang hindi ko gets eh.
Wala, dito it's just I think arbitrary discretion lang rin ng ng booker yan kung sino yung ibubuk niya as contender against the champion.
Marami ng wrestling federations who tried having by ranking. Like si AEW yung pinaka-recent, they tried it, wins and losses matter. But eventually kasi ang hirap ng ganong style. Like, a lot of wrestling groups already tried yung realistic type na boxing type na wins and matches matter. But ang hirap kasi storylines are more important in wrestling.
Yeah.
Feuds are more important in wrestling. So it's hard. It's hard to emulate yung may ranking.
Okay, gets. So it could be anyone at this point if ever.
Yeah. Kung sino gusto ng booker.
Oo.
Yeah.
Well, yun. That's it.
So what are our thoughts na lang for Quattro winning again, becoming the first two-time FPW champion?
Well, congrats.
Congrats. I think it really solidifies Quattro's status as the top heel of FPW right now. Na talito talagang hinihigitan niya na or he's at par with the kakupalan of Mike Madrigal or maybe even more.
More. Kasi nung nag-champion si Mike, technically, hindi naman siya, technically yung whole run niya, hindi siya heel nung hindi pa siya champion Tapos nung naging champion siya, parang mas nag-solidify yung pagiging baby face niya
Yeah.
Ngayon na lang siya medyo nag-solidify na na heel. Pero even now, parang hindi ko titignan si Mike as a heel Parang
More of a anti-hero siya
anti-hero lang siya Parang,
anything goes for him Basta may
Oo.
magawa ka masama sa kanya. Yun ang niya
kahit manalo ka or kahit heel ka or And then, ang ganda na may kendo stick na siya. So, solid yun.
Mm-mm.
Mga challengers niya, would like to see more challengers. Sorry, di ka naman dinadown si Kali. Pero again, parang masyadong obvious kung si Kali mananalo sa unfinished business. Writing wise, story wise. Parang siguro may magandang twist to it. Kung may
I think meron naman.
Kung sakali man, it's nice.
Mm-mm.
Bali lang si Jeff Cup. Bumalik.
Yeah.
Saan yung rematch close ko? Pero apparently pala, na-expire pala ang rematch clause daw.
Sabi nila.
Depende naman. Tulad ng sinabi nyo, depende pala sa booker yun. So, ayun. Yun yung opinions ko on that. Hopefully, kung ako, if tatanungin mo, Kali does deserve the belt kasi matagal niya nang sinusought after yun. Kasi he was willing to betray his own friends for the championship How much more does he want it? No, he doesn't want it as much kasi he was willing to be like sobrang friendly with Kushida to the point na hindi siya focused on the match that much. So yun lang.
Yeah.
Any
Tama naman. I think Kali Nuevas clinging to the friendship that he had with Kushida caused a setback to his advance as the next FPW champion, no? Kasi kung iisipin mo, ito talaga yung wrestling psychology na gusto natin makita in a wrestling show is that those things na ginagawa nila would really elicit sympathy towards the babyface. Para hindi na mahirapan yung babyface na na kumuha ng reaction from the crowd. 'Di ba? Yun. Well, I think for Kali Nuevas next step would be since he's now he's named talaga as the number one contender na for unfinished business, no? I think Kali should pa rin stick to what he does best. Kasi I think nothing's more to hindi naman siya nothing more to improve, but I think he's doing good na in the ring, and if he wants to really improve pa, I can't wait to see it what he's going to do pa more. Yun lang.
Yeah, same. Ayun.
Ayan. Okay.
Isang oras na rin tayo halos, diba?
2 hours. 1 hour and 33 minutes na.
Hindi, akala ko, anong oras yun? Nag-start tayo 9.
9. Oh,
1.5 hour lang.
Yan.
Yeah, medyo natok tayo.
Medyo natok tayo. Pero yeah, I think, we have done our part in sharing our reaction for both FPW and Battle Pass for Dexcon, World Underground Wrestling, Choco Pro, Puso Wrestling event. And yeah, hopefully guys, you both enjoyed these events and you continually support Pinoy wrestling kasi dito, man, our the wrestling industry in the Philippines is still budding, but I think we are in a good trajectory. We just really need to keep supporting them because alam mo yun, yung binabayad natin sa kanila, napupunta rin yun sa sa mga investments to provide more shows, to uh invite more overseas wrestlers, 'di ba?
Mm. True.
Yun ang doon. Yun na yun ang kailangan lang natin gawin talaga. And syempre iwasan natin ng tinatawag pag-i-impose ng merong forbidden door diyan, mga ganyan-ganyan, 'di ba?
Mm.
Mm.
Kanya-kanya yan.
Ah,
Yes.
may gusto atang
Let's go.
i-comment si John tungkol dyan sa mga forbidden door. Nakamute ka, John.
Nakamute ka. Nakamute ka.
Wala akong alam dyan.
Wala bang alam. Let's see.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
Okay. Guys, and with that we end our FPW Astig.
Next time na tayo
Oo. And,
Supergirl review.
Yeah, Supergirl. And Odyssey. Pagsabayan na natin yun. Dalawang.
Sige, panoorin ko sa Friday pag nagka-time na.
Yeah,
Sige.
okay. Yeah, okay guys. Before we end the show, shoutout muna. John, shoutout.
Ako, shout out to wrestling fans in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sobrang swerte natin right now. I think when I was a fan nung 2000, sobrang hirap maka-imagine na right now we'll be able to watch wrestling and we have choices in the Philippines.
Mm-mm.
I think it's growing naman. I'm trying to do my best. Lagi ako nabubudol. Shoutout dun sa nabudol ni El Tindero na isang fan na manood. Nag-enjoy naman siya.
Yeah.
So, I'm really, sobrang proud ako nun. As in, tuwan-tuwa ako na I was able to bring someone in. Nag-enjoy naman siya, thankfully. Shoutout na rin sa JL Geekery Kabudos namin. And then, of course, shoutout to my wife na nag-edit ng videos ni El Tindero ngayon. So, yung video editor namin.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Ayan. Eugene.
Shoutout sa sa Arcon team, Pulsar Press, Sir LC Ismao. Bili na rin kayo ng Arcon. May second printing na kami. Bili na rin. Shoutout ni kay Chuck, yung Puso Wrestling comic creator na kalaro ko mag-MTG. Shoutout sa iyo, pare. Bili kayo din ng comics niya para may pambili rin siya ng cards para makapaglaro pa kaming dalawa. Shoutout sa girlfriend ko. I love you, honey. Lagi siya naghihintay ng episodes kasi yun yung tayo yung work playlist niya.
Tayo yung background noise.
Background noise niya. Sino pa ba? Shout out kay Mandy. Panood kayo ng August 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Also pala, bili rin kayo ng aside from Arcon tsaka Puso Wrestling, bili rin kayo ng EDSA. Nakalimutan ko yung libro ni Miss Mau. Sorry, Miss Mau.
Earth Defense. Something. Earth Defense Squadron Animato. Yan, EDSA. Yeah.
Bili na rin kayo nun. Solid yun. Sana magkaroon pa tayo ng mga projects. Ako looking forward ako sa Arcon 2.
Yeah. If you haven't availed of Arcon, the first print of the Arcon chapter 1 ba? Tama? Okay. Arcon 1, please guys, get a copy, order it on Pulsar Press.
Lahat ng proceeds nun ay mapupunta sa akin. Joke lang. Sana, pero collaborative work to. So, yes. Royalties and stuff.
Yeah.
Ayun. Bili kayo ng mga ganito, bumili na kayo.
And ano no, guys, please watch ito for abang lang kayo dahil we're going to have also some comic and book review na gagawin, and dito isasama rin namin ng Archon sa mga i-review
So,
namin.
ano tayo? Gagawa
Yeah.
tayo na. Panindigan natin yung Geeks Out of Nowhere kasi parang napansin ko, puro tayo. Yeah.
Lately we're marami tayong topics
Total,
na cover.
in defense, nag-comics tayo last episode.
Mm-mm.
Actually, sinubukan ko invite yung Kawangis teams na Sir Arya. Sabi niya, puro wrestling to eh. Sabi ko, sir, hindi. Wag kayo. Pero yeah, we're starting to do the comics thing.
Yeah, we're not starting, we're returning.
Returning. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Comment down below kung sino nyo gusto yung i-guess namin. Todd McFarlane? Sige, joke lang. Ayan.
Yeah.
Yun lang.
Okay.
Check kayo.
Yeah. For me, shout out to my wife, and also shout out na rin to our to other wrestling fans at viewers ng ng both promotions. No, you guys rock. Man, even if you are just supporting one of the promotions or both of the promotions, man, ang laking bagay na yun for the wrestling industry here in the Philippines. So yeah, just keep on coming, guys. Watch the shows. Regardless of what show pa yung pupuntahan nyo, guys, malaking bagay talaga yan. And also, no, shoutout na rin kay to our viewers and listeners na rin, no? We are currently now on Facebook, we have 244 followers. And on Facebook, we have 142 subscribers. So guys, thank you very much for your support. And ito, let's keep on building the community, our kagikadas, no? The Geeks Out of Nowhere community. And yeah, thank you again. Thank you for the support. And hopefully you continue to support us by watching, sharing, and listening to our podcast. Yun lang. And also, shout out na rin to our fellow kagikada. Special shout out sa kanya. Kagikada Maru, who approached us during the end of the FPW Astig live taping on Big Studios last weekend, no. He's one of our avid listeners or viewers. Shout out sa iyo, pre. Thank you for
Hindi ko siya napansin. Sino yun?
thank you for listening or watching. Man,
Sorry.
nakakataba ng puso yung pagsabi mo sa amin na yeah, makikinig ako on the next episode. Yan. Sobra.
Sorry, hindi kita napansin.
Maru. Si Maru.
Si Maru. Okay.
Maru, if you have listen to this or watch this podcast, please comment. We will appreciate.
No.
We would really appreciate it. Yeah. And with that, we end our episode. Kahit nantok na kami. Thank you for pa rin.
Running on fumes.
Yeah, we're running on fumes. Thank you guys, John and Eugene. Even if we're busy and talk na, we allotted us a time for this recording. Hopefully, we could release it immediately. Ako na pahala dyan. Yeah. And with that, we end our episode.
Yung chat video na.
Ay, yeah. Yung masakit na episode na yan, masakit na clip na yan. We'll try to yan.
Yun.
Yan. Thank you very much again, guys. Again, please, if you like this video, please click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe na rin to our channel, Geeks Out of Nowhere. We have 142 subscribers na, and keep it coming. Subscribe na rin kayo, guys. You can also follow us on our socials. We have our Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok na hindi pa namin nalalagyan ulit ng laman, but hopefully we could provide more content on that platform. And yeah, with that, we end our episode. Thank you very much again to Eugene, and John. And I'm Jomar, and we are 1, 2, 3. Geeks
Geeks
out
out
of
of
nowhere. Antok na. And with that, in our episode, thank you very much and see you on the next episode.
Bukas kagado pa ako eh.